minutes past the hour, and if you've been to the airport recently, I bet you've probably had to deal with, a canceled flight or two. And before you blame the weather, because we always do, blame it on something called the Cancellator. That's the focus of this week's Time magazine cover story. It's called Airport Confidential, and according to this report, airlines use sophisticated algorithms to determine which flights take off and which ones stay grounded. So we want to bring in author of Travel Unscripted, Mark Murphy, to discuss this. Mark, thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, great to be here.
Good. How the heck does this thing work?
Well, it's basically, like you said, algorithms. So it's computer programming. Think about airlines. They fly based on computers. So on the ground, logistics, getting those planes from one point to another, crews from one point to another. A crew might be based out of Phoenix, but needs to get to Charlotte in order to catch up to their plane that they're going to fly then to, let's say, London. So all of those algorithms make sure that that coordination takes place. When something like weather comes up, or frankly, crew changes, or with the new law about crew rest, they have to make adjustments, and sometimes your flight gets canceled as a result. And it's a proactive way to cancel flights.
Okay, so when I'm standing at the gate and they're telling me it's the weather, it's the weather, it's the weather, are they lying to us?
You know, sometimes it could be weather. You could be looking outside, it could be beautiful, sunny day in, let's say, Chicago, but your flight's coming, let's say, from Atlanta, and you had a big ice storm. So even though it's nice in Chicago, your flight is delayed because of weather, because of something else, that happens at another airport. So that definitely happens. I think sometimes the frustration as a traveler is when I show up, it says my flight's on time, it's 10 minutes before the flight leaves, and the airplane's not even at the gate.
Right.
And I want them to update me. And I think the airlines have tried to get better at that. And hence you've seen some of these proactive cancellations in advance of weather because they know there are going to be problems. And logistically, they know they're just not going to be able to get you off the ground.
Okay, so is there a way to beat, quote, the Cancellator?
It's really tough to beat the Cancellator, but here's what you can do. Before you go and book your flight, think about booking with a travel agent. The reason I say book with a travel agent, they get notices about flight cancellations. So if you're in the air and your flight is delayed and you're going to miss your connection, they're already actively working to rebook you. So that's step one. Go get a nonstop flight. That's the other thing. And make sure that you've got the highest chance of getting to that final destination. Also look at airports that aren't right in your backyard. You might drive an hour and a half to get that nonstop flight, and that could certainly save you time. Another thing is that counter. Skip that counter. When that flight gets canceled, don't get behind the other 100 people. Grab your smartphone, grab your tablet, go ahead and get online to rebook. And certainly, if you can, take that first flight out in the morning, because guess what? You got a better chance of getting on your way no matter what the conditions are if you're on that first flight out.
All righty. Mark Murphy, my goodness, thank you so much for letting us know what's going on, because that is a mess.
Yep.
But now
yes,
I feel like I'm a little bit in the know. Mark, have a great day.
Right.
Thank you. Wherever
you
you're
too,
going.
Chrissy.
Thanks.
Thank you.